Okay, example 7, we want to use conjugates to rationalize denominators. So notice that the different example, the last one, and this one has two terms in the denominator. So whenever it has two terms in the denominator, we're going to multiply by conjugates, right? A plus B, the conjugate would be A minus B. One's adding, one's subtracting, because when we multiply these, first times first, last times last, but the middle, right, two things times two things is four things. The middle would be A times negative B, negative AB, and the center here, the inside part, would be B times A, which is a positive AB. Those are going to cancel out, right? So whenever we multiply conjugates, just first times first and last times last, right? And it will always simplify that way when you do conjugates. So on the bottom here, I want to multiply by the conjugate, which is instead of taking 2 root 7 minus 5, it's going to be 2 root 7 plus 5. But if I do that on bottom, I also have to do that same thing, multiply that same thing on top. Okay, so on bottom, because these are conjugates, I have to take as 2 root 7 times a 2 root 7. So that's outside times outside, which is 4. And then inside times inside, which is root 49. And the square root of 49 is 7. So 7 times 4 is 28. Right, so it all reduces down to 28 there. Okay, now, and I just take outside times outside, so negative 5 times 5 is a negative 25. And that's just negative 25. So negative 25 minus 28 is 3. So on bottom, looks real nice because now we don't have a radical on bottom. That's why it's called rationalize the denominator, getting rid of the radical. Okay, so now we got rid of the radical. We just have 3 on bottom. Now I have to do on top is I have to FOIL that on top, right? So 4x times 2 root 7. Well, the root 7 is not going to matter because the 4x is not inside a root, right? So I just take 4x times 2 is an 8x. So 8x root 7. 4x times 5 is just a 20x. I can't combine these because this is a root 7. This doesn't have root 7. So it's just going to be 8x root 7 plus 20x all over 3. So I'm going to write this a little bit. Move that 3 to more in the center, right? And that's all I can do, right? You can look to reduce, but that's all I can do here.